Hello everyone, I welcome you all in this lecture, and in this lecture I am going to talk about t-test. T-test was developed by William S. Cossett in 1908. The developer used a term that is student along with the t-test, so this test is also termed as student's t-test. Okay, this student term is just a pen name or assumed name that was given by the developer. So you can use both the terms, that is simply t-test or student's t-test, for this test. Okay, this test is used for hypothesis testing. Whether the hypothesis is correct or wrong, to test it, t-test is used. Okay, now this t-test is similar to z-test. Okay, now if the sample size is small, that is the number of observations are less than 30, then t-test is used. Okay, and if the sample size is large, that is the number of observations are more than 30, then z-test is used. Okay, so these two tests are similar to each other, or we can also say that t-test is the smaller version of z-test. Okay, and this t-test, in this video I mainly describe the t-test. Now this t-test is a kind of parametric test. Parametric tests means all the observations will follow normal distribution curve, and these observations will be drawn from the population randomly. Okay, and this test is used to compare the mean or standard deviations of the samples. Okay, now this test is used only when there are two samples are given and you have to compare their means or standard deviations, then you can use t-test. But if the number of samples is more than 2, then you cannot use the t-test, then you can go for f-test. Okay, now let's study the t-distribution curve. T-distribution curve is similar to normal distribution curve. This is the normal distribution curve and this is the t-distribution curve. Both curves are well shaped. That is, the observations have a tendency to concentrate in the middle. Mean, median, mode values lies at the center. Okay, in both the curves. And one more thing, in the case of t-distribution curve, the value of mean is less as compared to the normal distribution curve. This is the mean value of normal distribution curve and this is the mean value of t-distribution curve. Okay, shape of both the curves is same, but the value of mean is less in the case of t-distribution curve. And one more thing, in the case of t-distribution curve, the area at the tails is more as compared to in the normal distribution curve. In the case of normal distribution curve, you can see here, this is the area which is present in the tails. But in the case of t-distribution curve, the area that lies in the tails is that. Okay, so the area lies in the tails is more in the case of t-distribution curve but less in normal distribution curve. Okay, and when you see the tails of these both curves, these are parallel to the x-axis. Okay, so these will never meet at any position. So we can say that the values range from minus infinity to plus infinity in both the curves. That is, curves spread from minus infinity to plus infinity in both of these curves. Okay, Now, types of students t-test. Students t-test is of three types. One is called one sample t-test, unpaired t-test and paired t-test. Okay, now in the case of one sample t-test, suppose you have given the height of the 10 students of class 5th. Suppose these are the heights of 10 students of class 5th, and you have to and you have given a mean height. Okay, you have to compare the mean of these heights with that given mean. Then this is termed as one sample t-test. That is, you have given a single sample. In that sample there are different observations are there, and you have to compare the mean of these observations with the population mean that will be given to you. Okay, and then one sample t-test is used. That means you have given only a single sample and you have to compare the mean of that sample with the population mean. Then this is termed as one sample t-test. Okay, now unpaired t-test. Unpaired t-test means there are two separate two separate samples are there. Okay, and you have these two samples have no relationship with each other. That means these two samples are not related with each other. Even the number of observations may be different in these two samples, and you have to compare the means of these two samples. Then this is termed as unpaired t-test. Suppose there is a group of 5 people who were given a drug 1, and there is a group second who are administered with drug 2. Okay, and after administering the drug, the blood pressure of both of these groups are noted down, and now you have to compare the blood pressure of these two groups. Okay, there is no relationship between these two drugs, and also there is no relationship between the patients in these two groups. Okay, so such type of test is termed as unpaired test. That means when the two samples are not related to each other, and even the treatment that is given to them is not related to each other, only you have compared the results that have come. Okay, and you have to compare only the results of these two samples, that is the means of these two samples. Then this is termed as unpaired t-test. Okay, now what is paired t-test? Paired t-test means there is a single sample. Okay, and suppose there is a group of 10 peoples, and you have administered you have noted down their blood pressure. ठीक है, and after thereafter you have administered a drug 1 to all these 10 patients, and you have noted down the blood pressure again. That is, before giving the drug you have noted down the blood pressure, and after giving the drug you have noted down the blood pressure. Now you have to compare the means of these two blood pressures. These two blood pressures have been taken from the same sample or from the same individuals, just before giving the drug and after giving the drug. So these will influence to each other. Okay, so this is termed as paired t-test. या इसका एक और एग्जाम्पल हम लोग लेते हैं. सपोज देर इज सपोज किसी भी टीचर ने किसी क्लास में टेस्ट लिया स्टूडेंट्स का. दिस इज टेस्ट 1, and after some days he has taken test 2, test 3, test 5, and now you have to compare the marks of test 1 with the test 5. Okay, now बार बार उन्हीं स्टूडेंट्स का सेम टॉपिक का टेस्ट लिया गया, तो नेचुरली उनके अंदर क्या होगा कि कुछ ना कुछ इम्प्रूवमेंट तो होगी, है ना. दैट मीन्स सैम्पल इज सेम, एंड teacher is taking test again and again of the same students, and now he wants to know whether there has been whether the improvement has taken place in the fifth test or not. Okay, so this is also an example of paired t-test. Okay, so t-test is of three types, that is one sample t-test, in which you have to compare the means of the mean of one sample with the population mean. Unpaired t-test is the t-test in which you have to compare the means of two unrelated samples, okay, which are not dependent upon each other. Okay, and in paired t-test you have to compare the means of a single sample before and after giving a particular treatment. Okay, now these are the three types of students t-test. Okay, now degrees of freedom, these can be calculated for these three types of tests by using the formula. In the case of one sample t-test, there is a single sample and n is the number of observations. So degrees of freedom can be calculated by using the formula n minus 1. Okay, in the case of unpaired t-test, there are two samples. The number of observations in these two samples may vary. That is, suppose n1 is the number of observations in the first test and n2 is the number of observations in the second sample. Okay, so here degrees of freedom can be calculated by a formula n1 plus n2 minus 2. Okay, and paired t-test, in the case of paired t-test, you have seen that there is a sample is single. Okay, just before and after giving a particular treatment, the observations have been taken. So here the number of observations are suppose n, then degrees of freedom can be calculated by a formula n minus 1. Okay, that means in the case of one sample t-test and in the case of paired t-test, the formula for degrees of freedom is same, that is n minus 1. Okay. Now the t value, now for carrying out the t-test, the procedure will be like you have to determine the t value. Okay, this will be your calculated t value. Okay, now that t value can be calculated by using a formula. In it, difference between the two means divided by standard error of difference between means. In this way you can determine the t value. Okay, in the case of one sample t-test, there will be one sample and one is population mean. So here you can also write sample mean minus population mean divided by standard error of difference between means. Okay, in the case of unpaired t-test, you can write it mean of sample 1, mean of sample 2, and here standard error of difference between the means. And in the case of paired t-test, that means the mean before giving the treatment and after giving the treatment, इन दोनों मीन्स का जो डिफरेंस होगा वो आप यहाँ पे मेंशन करोगे, देन डिवाइडेड बाय स्टैंडर्ड एरर ऑफ डेविएशन बिटवीन द मीन्स. दैट मीन्स तीनों की तीनों टेस्ट में ऊपर आपने क्या निकालना है, दोनों मीन्स का डिफरेंस एंड बाय में स्टैंडर्ड एरर ऑफ डिफरेंस बिटवीन द मीन्स. ओके, now rest of this we will discuss in the next lecture. Okay, thank you.